We're heading into the spooky season, so today we're going to be playing The Peculiar Misadventures of Nora Wisp. This game is part of the 7th annual Spooktober and Visual Novel Jam, and in this game we'll be solving mysteries on a haunted trial. Let's get into it. It's Halloween night. The streets near the cemetery were empty. A soft rain fell under the street lamps. I walked in a hurry, hands buried in my pockets. It was very late, and I was worried about, well, never mind. A sudden wind blowing past me. So strong, it almost knocked me down. I stumbled, and when I looked up, powerful spirits can paralyze us. Okay. The street I'd been walking on had vanished. Oh no. Now, what is that? Every time the dead whisper, the lights tremble. Dot dot dot. Spooky. Prologue. The prologue continues. The iron gates of the cemetery. I hadn't crossed them yet. Here I am, standing among the graves. Welcome, wife girl. Who are you? A talking cat? Everyone's waiting for you, Nora Wisp. Waiting for me? No, I have to wake up from this crazy dream. Dream? No, this is a Halloween trial. Who's on trial? Me? But what did I do? I love the way the cat looks. Are you the judged? Certainly not. Look, they're already rising. The trial is beginning. But what is this? Your Excellency, our judge has arrived. Your Excellency, our judge has arrived. Alright guys, we get it. Act 1. The judge arrives. I froze. The spirits called me Excellency. Judge? And now, they were staring, waiting. This strange seat was meant for me? The question is, who am I going to judge? The Court of the Forgotten welcomes you, Your Excellency. I am the prosecutor. I represent the Society of the Dead. I am here to make the law of the dead be fulfilled. What? You have two mentors. They are by your side to advise you. Black Cat is the prosecutor who has accused the defendant. Pumpkin should be the king of this cemetery. The cat was chosen by the defendant, the pumpkin by the ghosts. Remember to turn around to get extra informations. I'm gonna get all the informations. Your Excellency, tonight's trial concerns this young man, Poe Verlaine. The charge is the disappearance of Helen Graves. I placed these documents on your desk. They explain the main topics of the case. Why is defendant Poe Verlaine the prime suspect? Oh, why indeed? To end with Helen Graves. I'll check the documents. I need to hold one for a while. Okay, so what do you intend to do with Poe? The suggested penalty, Your Excellency, is to send him to oblivion. Oblivion? Okay, I'd like to hear from the defendant now. Are you Poe Verlaine? Yes. And are you Nora Wisp? Pleasure to meet you. And what do you say in your defense, Poe? In my defense, I will be brief. What I had to do with Helen Graves, I already did. And I knew the ghost would condemn me. Because of the bastards. The Graves family. Who would have guessed? My last hope is you, Nora. That's all. You don't seem very willing to defend yourself. What a mystery. I will call the witnesses. Let's go gathering stories and shadows. Faded to black a little fast there. Act 2, gathering stories and shadows. Do we need to get so close? The ancient spirits can only whisper, unfortunately. Mwahahahahaha. Are you going to give up, girl? Shut up, Pumpkinhead. Hello, Madam Graves? Who dares disturb my sleep? This is Nora Wisp. I'm the new cemetery judge. Nora? Okay. Sorry, but my last autograph session was over 130 years ago. I'm here because of your granddaughter, Helen Graves. Is that you, Helen? You're back. You're not Helen. Oh, my poor Helen. Where is she? Tell me what happened to Helen, Madam Graves. My granddaughter was seduced by that Poe Verlaine. Helen escaped with him to the skeleton cemetery. Poor Helen, so innocent, even with so many warnings. And how did she disappear? It was about, what, 30 years ago? 30 years? She's been missing for 30 years. I know for you living, it's a long time, but for us, feels like yesterday. Poe Verlaine has already condemned 7 Graves ghosts to oblivion. And even with the powers of a judge, he always wants more. Have you noticed the book he carries? He's been studying necromancy for the last 350 years. All his secrets are in that book. He never lets it go. Talk about the night Helen disappeared? I remember. She came here. She was apprehensive. She seemed to know something was about to happen to her. And Poe and Helen climbed the skeleton graveyard together. Ghosts don't go in there. But as I said, Poe was their friend. Then there was a huge explosion. Helen's soul has disappeared. He used his judge powers and sent Helen to oblivion. After we locked Poe, him in the old crypt, he was awaiting his trial. But how could we judge without a judge? And only the judge before may name the judge to come. We thought it would never happen. Why would Poe do that? But apparently, he chose you. Why? Maybe he wants to manipulate you, like he did with Helen. Poe Verlaine may be handsome, but his charm is a trapped girl. Be careful. Oh, I'll be careful. Your Excellency. Let's go to this tower of skeletons. Black Cat, Pumpkinhead, let's go up to the skeleton cemetery. Act 2, Gathering Stories and Wind. Climbing carrying the Pumpkinhead was difficult. Oh, it's your fault. You wanted to climb up here. We've arrived, but the gate is closed. Do you need to use this intercom? Hey, is the pizza here? I've got some pizza for you. Look at the camera, you idiot. It's that Nora Wisp. I heard about her. Yes, it's me, Nora Wisp, the new judge. Okay. Didn't you read the warning? Go away. I really need to go into the tower, where the ritual of Poe and Helen took place. Can't get in. But Steve was there ritual day. Yes, I was there. I remember it well. Huh? Skeletons? I'd like to know what happened to Helen. First, my name is Clark. Steve here too. Skeletons is kind of offensive. Generalization. But do you want the truth or the ghost version? Sorry, I prefer the truth. Easy. Poe and Nora loved each other and were punished. The damned Graves ghost didn't accept the love between the two. That's when Poe had an idea. Him and Helen. A kind of resurrection ritual. Something like that. Poe planned everything, but some things went wrong. Poe thought he already understood how the ritual worked. But there were ones he didn't know. These rituals are like that. Instead of affecting both of them, the ritual affected only her. And worse, it was a ritual of reincarnation, not resurrection. Or not even that. The ritual may have failed. We don't know for sure. What the hell? What was Poe trying to do? Right after the ritual, her energy vanished from the cemetery. Hard to tell if he was reincarnated or if it all went wrong. Poe didn't have time to investigate. The ghosts invaded, and they took him to the crypt. Everyone knows that. From that day on, we never saw Poe again. We've reinforced the defenses. Only skeletons get in now. But I am the judge of the dead. Let me see the ritual site. You're alive. It makes no sense for you to judge the dead. Apparently, Poe chose me to be. How strange. Why would Poe do that? I don't know either. How old are you, young lady? 29. Why? Nothing. Maybe. Forget it. I see. So, you really won't let me in? Sorry, mortal judge. It's our new law. No can do. Yeah, maybe you're a ghost spy. Who knows? Maybe next year, when we have an assembly again. I don't have that kind of time. I need to judge Poe tonight. The day is almost dawning. I better go back. Act 3. The Dead's Dilemma. Dawn's almost here, Nora. Let's end this. Yes, it was a long night. Mwahaha. Let's go. I hope it's a fair decision. I summon the defendant and the prosecutor. Oh, welcome again, Your Excellency. I'll let you have the last words before my final decision. Prosecutor, you can begin. Thank Your Excellency. I just want to say that young Poe is guilty. By revenge or mistake, he eliminated Helen Graves. He deserves the maximum penalty for that. No mercy. He abused his power as a judge. Blinded by his own desires, he ignored our well-being. Much less than the well-being of Helen Graves, who was confused. I know the cemetery may have its problems, and we must solve them. But not with a tyrannical judge based on his vendettas. And worse, using his power to lead a young man into a macabre ritual. Without the consent of his family, it comes from false love. And remember, he will try to fool you with his cheap romance novel. Thank you, prosecutor. Now the floor goes to the defendant, Poe Verlaine. Your Excellency, I don't have much to say. I love Helen Graves. I will always try to protect her. Just that, yes, and thank you for protecting this soul. I believe you know what I'm talking about. I have one last question, Mr. Poe. What is this notebook? It's Helen's diary. If I go to oblivion, I would like to hold you in my last moment. But why don't you use it as evidence? Proof of your truth. I don't need Helen. Whatever you decide. I love you. Smiley face. After gathering all the evidence and reviewing the conversations, my sentence is... Overlane brought me to the cemetery. He chose me. Powerful spirits can paralyze us. The suggested penalty is to send Poe to eternal oblivion. Ghosts and skeletons don't get along. Poe is accused of the disappearance of Helen Graves. Poe is a friend with the skeletons. So the gist of what I'm getting here is that we were most likely reincarnated as from Helen, and he wants us to judge him because he believes that we are Helen. So we're just gonna go ahead and say innocent. Innocent. I feel your love, Poe. As I understood the context, I felt it more and more. I passed in front of the cemetery. Something here was calling me. And hearing your words, I was sure. I am the reincarnation of Helen Graves. At least, that's what my heart believes. My Poe, my protector, who did everything for love. I will re-undo the reincarnation ritual. What we should have done together. Soon we'll feel the sun on your face again, just like we dreamed of. And me too, Poe. Me too. The court is adjourned. Poe was acquitted. I couldn't believe it. Don't even tell me. It was surprising to me, too. Nora and Poe talked a lot after court. Yes, even the ghosts and skeletons are happy with the ending. The ghosts. Why are they going to get rid of Poe with reincarnation? And the skeletons go back believing in the justice of the dead. The reincarnation ritual was performed. In the end, they invited the girl to be a judge forever. She accepted. At first, I also didn't understand why she didn't stay with Poe. Then, I understood. She wants to continue studying the rituals and adjust the timeline of the two lovers in the next life. She can do it. She just has to wait until the ages align again. Thanks for playing. The end.